I hope that you are well. So today I wanted to share with you actually small little self-massage tips, and they are self-massage tips for hands, feet, and the face, mostly around the jaw region. And I tend to find that when I get tense, when I can't quite let go of something, or when I'm really trying to control things, that these three areas, feet, the hands and my jaw, get really tense. And it's a very unpleasant feeling, because it's just, they're very sensitive areas full of nervous endings, so it really triggers the nervous system. And also it kind of has a dampening effect on how sensible and sensitive I am. A nice little Freudian laugh there. How sensitive I am, because my hands don't have that kind of finer sensitivity, neither do my feet, so generally I'm not really grounded, I'm not super balanced. And I tend to perceive everything in a very different way. So releasing those three areas for me makes a very big difference. And really all you need, and I really recommend that you buy one of these little bowls. So this is actually a kid's toy, but it works perfectly well because it has the kind of density that you want. It's not too harsh, it's not too soft, it has a little bit of a bounce. But you can also get specific little bowls that are made for self-massage if you want to. It's kind of a matter of budget, really. And I tend to give mine away a lot, so I tend to buy them cheap. And if you can find some like this one that have a little bit of a kind of surface, then that's even greater for the massage. It kind of really helps to deepen it. And so just find yourself seated. If you want to sit on the chair, any way that works for you. I obviously have a specific flexibility to my body that allows me to do that, but if it doesn't work, do whatever you need to do, and find whatever way that allows you to basically take the ball to the sole of your foot and really massage it any way that works good for you. So generally I start with a few long strokes along the whole sole of the foot. I kind of start to have an idea of what areas need a little bit of extra love, and then I'll end up with circles around specific areas. In my particular body, there is a lot of tension below the ball of the big toe, so that's a lovely area. And then kind of in between the toes, also between the balls of the feet. And please don't forget kind of the base of your foot, around the heel. There's a lot of accumulated tension there, and you can play around the front of the foot. Anything that works for you, and really allow yourself to take as much time as feels good to you. As for the hands, it's the super simplest way of doing it is really taking your hand directly to the floor with the ball underneath and massaging. There's nothing more simple than that, and you can do the same thing. Start with a few long stroke through the whole sole of the foot through the whole palm of your hand, so you also get in between the fingers. And then you can take nice little circles, and I advise you to also do that gently to the wrist, especially if you spend a lot of time typing. And you can do that on both sides of the wrist if you want to, on both sides of the hand. It's quite a lovely feeling. And if you get into it, if you really make sure that you take those 2 minutes without distractions, you might end up enjoying it a lot. So that's for the foot and the hand. I'm just going to give the other foot a little bit of love. And because our feet are so full of nervous endings, it really will have a ripple effect on the whole of the body. You might realize that quite quickly. And it just, it's also a very nice way of waking up, actually, which is what I'm doing. And as far as your head is concerned, I would suggest that you mainly use the base of the little finger where it meets the wrist, because it has like a natural bony protrusion right there that you can use to kind of dig a little deeper without having to strain your fingers. My suggestion, but do whatever feels right for you. So I would start at the top of the head, really in the middle of the forehead, and I would slide the hands a few times across, down to the temples, maybe down the jaw a little bit, or you can just keep it here. It's quite a nice feeling to take it all the way down a few times. And you have big muscles across the forehead and down the jawline that tend to work a lot even when we're not aware of it. So it's a good way to start releasing any tension in the face. And then I would take the palms to the temples and slide them up a few times. And equally big muscles there that attach to the jaw. And if you're like me and your body tends to manifest tension and discontentment and all sorts of things in the jaw, this will feel great. And then take it literally below your cheekbones, and below cheekbone and above jawline or jawbone. And then you'll find a spot closer to your ears, not quite at the ears. This is actually your jaw joint. So take little circles again with that kind of heel of the little finger and modulate the pressure to work for you. And slide your hands down a few times towards the chin. And you can slide your hands a few times down towards your lips. What a lovely feeling. And then to finish, take the tips of your fingers and make kind of like claws with your hands and take them around your ears. And then slide the hands a few times up and down behind the back of your ears. Now you can take little circles as if you were shampooing your head. It's quite a nice thing to do from the back of your ears all the way to kind of that little nook at the base of your neck. And you might feel like I'm feeling now, it's kind of like, ooh, a little bit of a goosebump feeling. Again, because there are so many nervous endings there. There you go. And if you really want to if you need to really wake up and your brain's still very foggy, you can just take the fingertips and run them across the whole of your head as if they were little raindrops. It's quite a nice way of waking up. There you go. I hope you enjoy this, and really feel free to use this anytime you need. You can do this in the tube, in the bus, under your desk. You can do this using just a thumb to massage the hands, and it really does make a very big difference generally to the way that you feel, and therefore the way that you kind of perceive what happens around you, and thus the way you behave. Take very good care of yourself. If I can help you, please let me know, get in touch. Take good care, bye.